Hey everyone, it's Bernie from Burn Appetit and the Three Beers and a Mic Extended Universe, and I'm here to talk to you about something that is not only delicious, but also makes an impact. Thrive Coffee is a non-profit craft coffee roaster based out of Richmond, Virginia, who uses coffee to create careers and training opportunities for individuals with disabilities. Founded in 2019, Thrive Coffee's beans are locally roasted in small batches to ensure the highest quality, and they ship nationwide. They have 5 blends, including Campfire, Red Bike, Dogwood, Decaf, and even a fun seasonal Castaway Summer blend for when you just want to get away and enjoy a great cup of coffee. And their 5 single origins are Colombia, Kenya, Sumatra, Honduras, and Brazil. In just 3 bags sold pays for 1 hour work for their differently abled employees. So it sounds like a Brazilian good reasons to check out their website at drinkthrive.org or their social media at drinkthriveco to buy a few bags today. And as an added bonus, Drink Thrive is giving our listeners a special promo code that gives you 15% off your first order. Just head over to drinkthrive.org and enter 3 beers at checkout. Again, that's drinkthrive.org, promo code 3 beers. Let's support this great cause.
I want to know what you're thinking.
We're on episode 18. This is
things you
professional
can't hide. I want to know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Front Row Negative, the podcast. I'm your host, Aaron, and I'm joined again by formerly That Fat Bitch, formerly CM Skunk. What's your name this time?
Spoilers McGee.
Spoilers McGee.
That's what's up.
I'm glad that it's not cheesy like last time. But
We'll get to the cheese.
we always get to the cheese. We'll raise that flag. Anyways, we're
ponchos?
joined.
What?
Yeah, we are joined. Don't start that.
Sorry.
It's too late. We already went down that path.
Well, we're joined by a guest. I've been wanting to get this guy on since we started this back up again. He kind of got me back into it, and to kind of steal a page from his introduction, we are joined by a 300 podcast episode champion.
Man.
He is a multi-time Comic Palooza attendee podcaster. He is a gamer that might be cheating through Halo, but I'm not going to say anything. He is Brandon motherfucking beat him down. How you doing, sir?
What's up, man? It's so weird being on the other side of an introduction. I was like literally crawling in my skin. I was like, oh God, I don't know what praise feels like. This is horrific. Jesus Christ, man. Thank you for having me on, guys. My boy
Aaron's over here selling you up the river, man, with that auto aim.
Right? On a console. Yeah, I know, right? Fucking
What's like? I got a game cast. You got a dream.
honestly, that Halo War, the only drawback was like, because like I wanted to kill like friends and have a good time, but like I was actually feeling bad for shooting Suicide Fox. I didn't want to shoot Aaron after like the first, because we like beat the shit out of them the first round.
Yeah,
and like his attitude of like, I don't know, he was just like, that was nothing. You want me?
I was just trying to have fun. Fun.
It was like being savagely beating and being like, yeah, we got you on the ropes. I'm like, what? So I was like, I have to murder you now. Now I have to murder you.
It got to the point where I was like, okay, I know we're gonna lose. I'm just gonna jump in this warthog without a gun and just drive around. Hopefully, I'll hit somebody, GTA style. At least get 3 kills.
I feel like you did. I think I got vehicular homicide.
I hit you, and I hit Bryside or Bri-Fi.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 people I hit.
No, but like you weren't nobody was taking it personal. And so like I was like celebrating. I was like, oh, he's legitimately hurt by this. Like I was like, what the fuck? They got but Halo brings that out of people, man. But I had to I'm probably even talking about this, but I had to put him on blast for telling me to 1v1 him and then like back down. I had to record that. There was no way I would not. You never see that in real time happen.
No.
And I was like, I got to do it.
Well, speaking of Halo, have you heard the news that just dropped?
What?
For Halo Infinite.
What dropped?
No campaign, no forge, none of that stuff that made it kind of the story mode or anything. Not in it.
So what's the point? So they're just going to do the multiplayer thing?
Multiplayer Apex style, I guess. That's what I'm guessing.
Oh, they're going to give you a disc or a download, and then it's going to be pay to play. It's going to be.
I mean, it already is pay to play.
Yeah, it's already pay to play.
It's already going to be pay to play. When it's about it'll be free for everybody with it, it's like I already know what that's about, and I'm out, man. I've already went on a huge tirade about how I'm just kind of like sick of how gaming is now, because it's not about. It has nothing to do with like the actual game itself anymore. It's just like how can we keep these people logging in and pressuring them to like buy shit? Because it's like and I swear to God, if I see anyone that tells me to my face that it's about like it's just cosmetics, I'm punching them in the fucking throat like immediately. Because the whole point of a video game is to look fucking cool, right?
It is.
Except Mario Brothers. It's like the only game where you're just like, I guess I'm a fucking plumber now. But beyond that, everyone looks pretty fucking cool, dude. Like Metroid, Metal Gear Solid.
I was just gonna say Mario was the first one to actually have a dad bod be the hero and actually score the princess.
Did he though? Because she's always banging Bowser in a different castle.
Oh, we don't know that. Hey, what happens in the Dragon Dungeon?
It could be one elaborate role play from all three parties, as far as we know. Like they probably like swap who's the cut between. I
was about to say it's a matter of perspective, man. I think exactly. I think Mario is like he's into that shit. Like, hey, just y'all just hang out in this castle and do this, and I'm gonna jump over this fire pit.
If you really think about it, because Bowser is technically a king, right?
Yeah, he's a king. Yeah.
So he has like exorbitant amounts of funds, right? Princess Peach is a princess. She has a shit ton of money. They just hire some random greasy Italian plumber dude to like play along with these role plays, and he brings his brother along and shit. And
I mean, hey, it does explain the Goombas. Look what they're shaped as.
I mean, yeah, they're all penises. They're all penises. They're all different shapes of mushrooms and shit. Like
cactus butt plugs, sentient cactus butt plugs.
Yeah, dude. But before they get started, they just get super high, and then they're just all right. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna be in this flying ship. My kids are involved. It's okay. They know what's going on. They're
all 8 kids. All 8 kids are involved.
Dude, the princess started catching feelings, and so it was like Mario's like, no, wait a minute, we gotta settle this on this game board.
He got 3 of the kids in the background filming to the Mushroom Kingdom.
That's what the cake's for. Like when they're coming down from the drugs, they got the munchies, man. That's what the cake's for.
That's what's up, yeah.
Hey, it explains the magic wands. It explains all those magic wands.
Oh, shit. There was a fuck ton of magic wands. There was a lot of magic wands.
The magic flute. That was just Uber back then for booty call.
I want to say on the Colt 45 podcast, y'all said something about the Seabin that
the saving machine.
Yeah, dude, I had a spit take. I couldn't. I was just like.
What did we say? We brought it to. We said Jigsaw made his money off the saving machine.
That's what it was.
I don't even know what the fuck that thing was. If it wasn't for Howard Stern, man. Jesus, man. Howard Stern is only good if you're like an adolescent, horny, stupid child. That's the only reason it works. As an adult, I'm like, why? Who listens to this? Who's like, this is good radio? Nobody.
Because high schoolers listen to it. High schoolers do.
Exactly. Yeah, it was all fucking teens. There's no way, dude. I mean, there probably was like a 49-year-old man like legitimately listening, like, yes, this is excellent radio. Like, but beyond that,
yes,
I can see Howard Stern like hanging out in this like parking lot of the high school. Like, so what you kids like this today? Oh, you like women's? All right, I'll give me some. You like the porn stars? I get those too. All right,
I can do all these. I mean, he was living the dream. Like that's I can't get mad at the man. He the fact that he's still even relevant is fucking amazing. So shout out to him. But man, he looks like a geriatric vampire hunter D now.
I think you know what? You have Pokemon go from one to the next. He's like the next D Snyder. Like he's like the next evolution of D Snyder.
Yeah,
like he devolves.
No, I think he evolves. Like D Snyder goes from.
I feel like D Snyder is like you start with Howard Stern and then you get like a stone, like so like a moonstone. It's like a hepatitis stone. And you touch Howard Stern with it and it turns into D Snyder, dude. D Snyder looks like that's one of the last people I would drink after.
Caught one of those. You catch them all, catch that chlamydopus. Just. Get you all caught up.
You got to put a quarantine tent around whatever table D. Snyder sits at whatever bar, just in case.
You burned the whole bar. I think it was at Firehouse Saloon. I think that's why they burned that shit down, dude. You just came in there.
Man.
or the La Fiesta on Westheimer. That's what happened to it.
Oof.
They burned that down.
They burned it down too?
Yeah, that was burned down like, oh my gosh, that's been 10 years now.
They burned down that Popeyes. Wasn't it the Popeyes that burned down on the way to work?
We were driving to work and we were watching the Popeyes burn down on
Dude, my
75th and Griggs.
Dude, my heart broke.
I bet this shit smelled delicious though, didn't it?
It was
Hell yeah.
a delicious
just crying.
fire.
Just crying like,
We were watching it, and we were like, oh.
I drove by and said, "Let me get that 47,000 piece, please."
People are crying, licking their fingers. They're crying and licking their fingers at the same time.
Firefighters are taking off their gloves and
You
grab
get
the
that surf
chicken.
and turf heartbreak box. God damn.
Oh,
Delicious, man.
what's what? Oh man. Okay, so we'll start this part off with we have a segment on the show called "What Are You Playing? What Are You Reading? What Are You Watching? Or What Are You Listening to?" Pretty much a chance to give shout outs or just let people know what they should be watching or playing that you're having fun with.
Word.
So as the guest, you can go first, or if you need time to think about it, because I usually see people like, "What did I watch this week?"
Nah, man, I've been playing The Ascent out of sheer boredom, and it's pretty brutal, like an isometric top-down shooter shit.
Yeah,
And I can't stop playing because no one plays the game because it's a piece of shit. Like every achievement is an achievement. So like, I'm petty, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I know.
I want to beat this shit because like
I've seen those
every
streams.
achievement's like 4%. So I'm like, let me just beat this shit so I can be like, yeah, I beat that piece of shit and just move on. I'm obsessed with it. It's kind of fun though. There's like there's 2 power-ups that change the entire game. You basically like, because at first I was doing like a Hadouken, little tiny ass Hadouken fireball, and when you hit them, they'll like Doctor Strange, like their soul comes out of their body, but it's like digital bullshit instead, and it's pretty dope. And now I just shoot like a full like Kaioken Kamehameha now.
Okay.
But it's like tech shit. Like my arm opens up and shoots. It's like if you can like be patient enough to deal with like some of the, because like they put the patches and whatnot, but it's Game Pass, man. I don't fucking you know, like I'm living in Texas, man, and we're not really smart right now, so I don't believe in book learning, but I will shout out Preston Fazel's book. Oh my god, I forgot the name. God damn it. Damn.
Hey, it happens. It's okay.
Plug fail. Yeah, but check out Preston Fazel's books, man. God damn it. Our Lady at Midnight, I think. Or no, Our Lady at the Inferno. Oh fuck. It's something like something Lady I don't know. I talked to the guy. I thought he was super cool. He was a guest, and I'm blowing the plug because it's been like a year now. I'm sorry, Preston.
It's all good.
Good job.
I'm sorry, Preston. But I've been watching, you know, Suicide Squad, the What If series, but like nothing. I saw Heman, and I'm very shocked that most things that I've been liking people hate, and I'm just like,
same though.
Really?
Yes.
because I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, what's wrong with me where I'm not hating every goddamn thing I see? Like, and honestly, I'm looking at everyone sideways who doesn't like episode 2 of What If, because I'm like, okay, so I can't hang out with you ever. I can't spoil it. I can't spoil it for you, Aaron.
Yeah, like I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
Just imagine somebody just venomously hating episode 2 and then watch it and then think about me.
Is this the Star-Lord episode?
Yeah.
Yes.
And not to mention, wasn't it like the last thing Chadwick Boseman worked on? Is that right?
Ever. Yes. Well, not ever, but yeah, as far as Marvel's
As far as
concerned,
Marvel
yeah.
goes? Yeah. So that's heartbreaking, bro. Like, I mean, I'm like you on that, man. Like, all these gatekeepers, all these hashtag not my masters, not my motu, and all that bullshit. Like, dude, you are a 47-year-old dumpster fire of a human being. Why do you think anyone wants to hear what you got to say about a story that has a woman in it? You adult.
You know what? Like,
you know what I mean? Like,
what blew me away was like how everything was toy accurate.
Yeah.
oh, dude.
Like
the
the new series toy accurate. Like everything looked like the toys that they have been buying and collecting. Like, and it's happening right in your fucking face.
Yeah.
He-Man jumps like the Hulk. Like he's so like you can't. How do you have a show about to do that fucking powerful like all day and not be boring? Even though they did do that, and nobody watched it. But now, despite they're like, oh, 2011, y'all didn't watch that shit. There was no
exactly. I watched it on DVD when you bought it at the pawn shop.
When it was canceled, and now you want to act like this is the fucking that was the shit. When it's like, dude, whatever, dog. It's all about slapping dicks. That's all.
The old show was basically okay. Let's introduce a new character so you can buy the toy.
Yeah.
We'll make that episode about that character. While He-Man's really a secondary character. Then end, repeat for next week. It was the same format.
They're just selling toys, dude. Like they knew it was a sham when they made it. Like you saw the toys that made us. Like if anything, if you're a true He-Man fan, your heart should have been shattered to pieces watching the toys that made us. But you just went over your head. All you heard is it's about power.
You still did it. Even the remake was very. Oh man, the remake was they really had the story right to make him relevant to where He-Man was like one of the main characters in it. So
yeah. But like I only tuned in the beginning to see what Skeletor's face looked like before he got fucked off, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I moved on. I was like, "That was something new," and I'm like, "All right, we're back to the regular shit." Whoop, no, I don't care.
Well, for the remake, one of the things that they did, which I really liked, was they had the season finale, not the series finale, but the season finale where the villains won. That was the season finale where Skeletor won, which is very reminiscent of this season finale.
Right.
Same thing, but not as brutal. There wasn't an impalement. It was basically Grayskull fell, the heroes were away, Adam was on the run, everybody was captured. That's how they ended the series, or it ended the season for the remake, for the 2003 remake.
And I'm sure that was like several episodes. It's only episode 5, and everyone's losing their fucking mind. It's like, and I'm sorry that nobody's paying attention. That I love how they just made Teela a lesbian because she cared about her friend. I was like, she didn't do anything gay. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Seriously, I don't get that. I've said this. The only thing I didn't like about Teela is her new look was the soccer mom mullet. That's the only thing I didn't like. Was that? I thought
she didn't ask for anybody's manager, so I let it slide.
Not yet.
Yeah,
she was distractingly hot when she first took it off. When she was upset, there was no way I'll be able to focus on the show. I'd be like, God damn, if only she was.
Seriously.
So like, I'm glad she cut it so we could at least focus on Evil Lynn when she takes her little helmet off and shit. But yeah, like the gayest thing that happened was Skeletor and He-Man like penetrating each other each fucking time they fight.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, he penetrated into like the key.
Yeah, like he's like, oh, you finally used your tool like you're supposed to. It's like, what? And then he hits He-Man from behind and just like talks it. I'm sorry. When they showed the scene of He-Man's face like in pain and like Skeletor slides in, that is the funniest fucking goddamn thing I ever saw in my life. I was dying.
Yeah. I was the first thing that popped in my head was Dexter. Surprise, motherfucker!
For me, the first thing that popped in my head was Dennis from Always Sunny. It's the implication.
Oh my god, bro!
The implication.
Dennis will be right at home, dog. He'll be right at home, dog. Oh man, like because that was such a Dennis move, dog. Just whisper in his ear as he's dying, man. It was fucking hilarious. Also, he's not dead. Like he literally walked away from heaven. That is like. Yeah. That's the whole point. Like, hey, if you die again, you'll never go to heaven, and then you get a scare of him dying again, and not going to heaven. Like, it's storytelling, you idiots.
It's a good season finale. It's a good season finale.
It's not even a season finale. It's literally like just the climax of the fucking season. But you know how they do it. Cause they did the same shit with Voltron. It was like, hey, here's 6 episodes for a season. Like, oh, go.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Mid-season break.
Yeah, nah, it's a whole fucking thing. And like I don't know if you guys finished the Voltron series, but that shit is fucking amazing. And I love how but nobody got mad about Shiro. So what's the difference? What's the goddamn difference?
It depends on where you look. It depends on where you look because my daughter has watched She-Ra, and there have been people when I've made comments, hey, yeah, we're watching She-Ra, this and this and this. I've had people slide into the DMs, oh, you're allowing her to watch that? You know this and this and this happens. I'm like, I don't care. She's 10. I don't care.
What happened? What's the problem with She-Ra? I was talking about She-Ra. I'm talking about the character She-Ra in Voltron because he's.
Voltron. Oh no, I thought you meant She-Ra, the Princess of Power, the new Netflix.
Yeah, I didn't even watch it. I was like, I'm sure it's cute because I was too busy watching Thundercats Roar, which I love. I'm sorry, fight me. I'll fight all of y'all. That's what it is. Because like my son, that's the fucking point.
Yeah, it's for kids.
It's for kids. Because like Ninja Turtles is my jam. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ninja Turtles is my shit. That's my bread and butter, fam. But I remember because I had like an aha moment. I was like, God damn, like either 7 or 8. And I saw the Eastman and Laird comics for the first time because they were like selling like trades because it's like, dude, buy all the turtle shit. I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And then I read the Eastman and Laird shit as a kid. I'm just like, oh, I've been fucking lied to.
Yeah.
For real.
For years. This shit is fucking awesome. Like, what the fuck? Blown away. Like, I the shit that I've been consuming is the biggest pile of like lying to yourself trash of all. Like the smiles. Nobody smiled in the whole fucking trade. Like, there's no smiles.
You're right. But here's the thing. Look, when you talk about your kids watching like the Thundercats and She-Ra and all this stuff, at the end of the day, we're talking about nostalgia. We're talking about bridging gaps. We're talking about us 40-somethings who grew up with this and got kids and stuff. It's time to pass it down because at the end of the day, it's a business, right? You got to make money, right?
Of course.
So, that's it. Like
it's generational. You have to make it generational.
Thing. Yeah, because nostalgia is all. It's all nostalgia. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like the whole point is like if I talk about Mumra and not have to explain like a whole day what the fuck that means to my kid, it's pretty fucking awesome.
That's true.
Because you look like a total asshole trying to explain Mumra to a fucking 6-year-old, and it's like, what? Like, there's a pyramid on Third Earth, right? Hear me out. Like, no, dude. Like, it's all shit that's relative to them, man. And it's low key terrifying that they're not coming up with new shit. Because I would love to be the parent that doesn't know what the fuck it is that they're pushing. Because like my parents didn't know what the fuck this shit was.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm like, oh no, I know exactly what it is. I got it. We'll get all 5 lines. Don't worry about it. Like, I got you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I know all the intricate shit because like it's like, oh god, it's like they know what they're doing.
Well, it's like
I don't want to be tinfoil hat guy, but it's like they know what they're doing. They know the parent. Like, of course, I'm gonna buy my son the shit that I had.
Yeah,
that's right.
Because I didn't have it.
What you had, yeah.
Well, most parents today don't watch the stuff with their kids. Me, I watch everything with my kids.
Oh, you have to,
dude. I mean, I sat through 7 seasons of Clone Wars with my kids.
Jesus Christ, was that for you or for them? Honestly,
both. It was both. hey, I want
7 whole seasons. There's no kid with a.
Hey, I want to know what happened. I want to know what happened. That way, I can kind of explain because if anything happens and the kids don't understand, I want to be there to explain it to them. That way, they understand.
Right.
I want to be able to do that. So I watch that with them. I watch She-Ra with my daughter. I watch, just pretty much anything that they watch. I watch with them just to make sure that there's no issues. Because originally, my daughter, when she was younger, we watched Caillou. I don't know if you've ever heard or know what Caillou is. Caillou is a bald-headed little bastard of a kid. That's from a Canadian cartoon show who was a whiny little bitch.
Really?
And I hated that cartoon. That cartoon.
I've heard of Caillou, but I didn't know he was a bitch. I thought he was just.
Oh, he is a whiny little cancer stage 4 Charlie Brown looking character bitch. Damn. That I hope dies somehow and has a horrible death because he makes the kids that watch him whine and cry like he does. He is a whiner, and it's just annoying.
So what you're saying is Caillou, 0 out of 10 stars. Do not recommend.
Caillou, I hope Caillou gets deported from Earth. I hate that little character.
Dude, you just spawned up a whole new series. They're going to put out a whole fucking Amazon exclusive series about it. You just did that.
You know
I want adult Caillou. I want Caillou all grown up, where he's just a fucking incel.
I think Caillou growing up is Edward Furlong.
Caillou growing up is bitching about the love. Wow. Like, there's too many lesbians in my He-Man. Which is funny because same dude's bitching that she's gay. Okay, let's talk about what you watch behind doors on your laptop. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. Bro.
Oh yeah, well, Scissor Fest 10. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Let's get real.
It's Fest Part 9.
Testers.
No, but even that shit is hilarious to me because like I was looking for it. Like, okay, well, clearly, but it's just they see the haircut. Mm-hmm. She says something nice to somebody, and they're just like lesbian. I'm like,
fantasy fulfilled. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, fam, like, come on, dude. Like,
I just hated the haircut. I thought the character was great.
The haircut didn't really bother me too much. She reminded me of there was a Gears of War character that looked similar to that.
She's part 4 and 5.
Oh, she's this.
They put her in there.
Diaz.
They put her in?
Yeah. She's the daughter.
Yeah.
No, not Diaz. No. There was a redhead character that only like exists in the comic, and for some reason they never put her in the fucking game. I forgot you're a gearhead.
Yeah. In part 4 and 5, she had the it wasn't shaved; it was braided off one side, but she combed it over.
No, she had a braid on the side, but she combed it over. It's a similar haircut, but there was another one. It was a redhead chick. I can't remember her name. She was she went into battle. They made her a gear because she was like, "Fuck it, I can't have kids, so I might as well fight."
Oh yeah, because she had the surgery, so she couldn't have kids, and they put her.
Oh, that was she volunteered for that? Yikes!
Yeah, well, yeah, she was kicked out of the camp because she couldn't have kids.
What was her name though?
I forget. I want to say Raya. I want to say it starts with an A. I want to say it starts with an A.
I think so. Because like I was mad they never put her in the fucking game. I was like, why the fuck did you not put her in the game? It's so
even as a DLC, do something.
You know what? And I think Gears 4 was like when I was really starting to get sick of the gaming industry. I was just like, why can't I just unlock these assholes? Like, what are you doing? and then it's like, oh yeah, now you can unlock them, but like you got to clock in like a fucking job now. Like I don't want to play this game for like.
Oh, you do.
I'm a game whore, dude. Like I'm a journeyman. I move around. I don't stick around with like. I can't. There's no way I can play one game for a year. There's no way. I can't do it.
Can you imagine the Gears of? the GTA 5 people are still playing that. Was it 6 or 7 years in?
How? I mean, you're not even saving money because you're still spending. You have to be spending money in there. There's no way.
You have to.
You have to be. You have to be. You can't just. If you got base game,
10 underground car garages. I got a big ass jet that I jump out of, and
meanwhile
me
your
and my
stove
friends
is
all
a
meet
hot
at the
plate,
airport.
and you have just a hot plate, and you're just like, I'm fine. You're like, you're not okay.
No.
So
not okay at all.
Okay, so you got anything else that you're playing or that you're reading or watching or anything or?
You know what's funny? There's another Game Pass game, Dodgeball Academia.
I've seen that. I haven't downloaded it, but I've seen that.
It's pretty fucking dope. It's anime as fuck. Because like I was trying to see if there was a versus mode to play with my kid. There is, but you got to unlock all the characters and shit. But he was just like, I just want to see you play the game, Dad. I don't care, because it's RPG style. Each battle though, you have a team of 3.
Yeah,
but they all walk together. So like if someone throws a ball and you're trying to catch it and it doesn't get to you but to the person behind you, you can still press a button and they'll catch it. And like each person has like a whole different set of moves that they do. It's great. It's literally just it's like God, it's so hard to explain, but it looks the art style is amazing. Because it's like Paper Mario backgrounds, but like fully cell shaded animated characters.
That's pretty tight,
and it's pretty fucking dope. Like I'm actually like I'm into it. Like I only play it when he's around because he loves the story, and like but I trick him and make him read. So.
That sounds like Comic Zone from Sega Genesis, bro. You remember Comic Zone?
Oh, that shit was hell. I know Comic Zone.
Yeah, dude. Yes. Who didn't play Comic Zone?
I played it
yeah,
on
that
my
game was
Sega.
amazing.
I played it on my Sega channel, Aaron.
Yeah,
Sega
Comic Zone. The character in that
channel.
game.
Sega channel was the shit, fam. Sega channel was the shit. Shout out to Pulse Man. Shout out to
Vector Man
was exclusive. Huh? Oh, Vector Man was the shit. Vector Man was the shit.
But
you had to sit there for 15 whole minutes.
Vector Man, Road Rage.
Road Rage was the shit.
Football, come on.
Mutant League. Oh god, those are I miss that EA.
Yes, exactly.
Thunderstrike. Was it Thunderstrike?
No, Jungle Strike. Yeah, Jungle Strike and Desert Strike.
Yeah.
Jungle Strike and Desert Strike.
I miss those. I miss those days where it was just like, no, we make games and we care about everything. Like, oh, thank you.
Exactly.
Never stop.
It's we used to care about that. We used to care about that. But yeah, that game sounds a lot of fun. I remember all those games. I recently bought King of the Monsters, the old Neo Geo game for the Xbox.
Nice.
And I remember how hard that was. I didn't realize how much of a quarter killer it was when you're having to beat the monster to power up and everything.
Yeah,
it's like, oh geez, I probably spent at least like a fictional $20 getting to level 5.
No, you realize it, like like that. Those are always funny playing like the old school games. And realize like, oh, you guys are bitches. Because I remember playing Double Dragon when they put like the OG one on Xbox Arcade, and I was like, fuck yeah, and I downloaded it, and I was getting just murked. I was like, no wonder. No fucking wonder. And then there's only like 5 stages. You're like, oh, you bitch. Like this whole time.
Oh no, I downloaded the Midway Classics, which has Total Carnage and Smash TV.
No shit. I downloaded it, but I didn't play it yet.
Okay, Smash TV. I didn't realize how hard that was until I started playing it. And I'm like pumping in continues after continues after continues. Because there are sometimes when you walk out on the stage and your shield dies, you immediately die because there's a mine right in front of the door. and you just explode. And the guy, the guy's talking shit to you. I buy that for $1, and you're like, oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, continue. Let's go. Oh, I died again. God. Okay, that's. Continue, repeat.
Dude, the Turtles arcade at Sellers Brothers when I was a kid at the grocery store. My mom would give me like $3.
It's not enough.
It wasn't enough. Exactly. It would get me to
the sewer level.
The sewer level with the and then I'm just be done. Yeah.
Because you can get past that first stage, but once you get in the sewer level, you're fucked.
Dude, thank God for Arcade Up. I bought that one I bought it from Walmart. I put that bitch on layaway. I ain't put a layaway at Walmart since like 2004. And I was like, I forgot y'all did this shit. I was like, I need a big blue Walmart
cart or
cart. No, they had to bring one from the grocery or from the nursery.
Yeah.
I was like, I need this.
Well, you see, they announced the Simpsons arcade game for that.
Dude, I'm gonna beat
They
the shit
did?
out of that tree.
Yeah, they announced the Simpsons is coming out soon for that.
I'm gonna piss that rabbit
That shit
off.
took a lot of
The rabbit
money.
that comes out of the tree is like, ain't nothing in here, mother.
That shit took a lot of my money too, though. The Simpsons arcade game was dope. I remember being like, it looks just like the cartoon, just sprites, just fucking sprites.
I was like,
I'm mad I didn't play the X-Men game as much. You know, that's one thing I hate. How I probably got like 7 Xbox Live games just trapped on my 360, and I'm too lazy to plug it up, and I hate it. I forgot I owned the X-Men arcade game. I literally forgot. Because you can't port it over to fucking Xbox One, the pieces of shit.
No, you can't.
Is unfortunate.
No, I got X-Men Arcade, the Simpsons Arcade, the Turtles in Time remake on the 360.
Forgot about the remake. Just remind me about that piece of shit too, and the Out of the Shadows.
And no, I didn't get Out of the Shadows. I didn't get that one.
That was a good game, dude. I like that shit. Raphael powerbombs people. He powerbombs motherfuckers, bro.
Okay, all right. I think the only the only 2 arcades that they didn't bring over that I wish they would have brought over to the Xbox 360 or to the PlayStation 3, Avengers, the arcade game.
America still
that one, and Aliens versus Predator. Aliens versus Predator, the arcade game.
Yeah, that'll be fucking dope. That'll be fucking dope.
So
I think I think it's beyond. I think it's more than a licensing issue with that. I think like they lost some of the code to that shit.
Yeah, Capcom lost that license.
I thought it was more than just a license. I thought they lost like the actual code to that shit.
No, Capcom still has the code because they'll release it in Japan as part of their downloads, but we don't get it here in America.
Motherfucker, really?
Because Capcom USA doesn't have the AVP license.
Jesus.
If we had a sponsorship, this is where we'd be like, oh, and speaking of NordVPN, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like,
that would be the time.
Start watching Canadian Netflix all of a
exactly.
sudden. Do all that. But yeah, those are the games. Those are definitely the games, and I wish they would bring them back so I can play them.
I just want to honorary Metal Slug.
Metal Slug.
Metal Slug.
Okay, you want to kill your allowance? Play that game on the arcade.
Dude,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Metal Slug though, the animations on that were so mind blowing to me as a 10-year-old. I was like, wow, because you know what I mean? Like you're talking about the sprites, like that they just kind of turn left to right.
Oh yeah, no, that SNK was so fucking hard, man. They were the
those
shit.
Those little animations, they weren't just moving like that. They were like doing this number like
full frame animation. Yeah, like fully animated, bro. No skip frame between a goddamn thing, bro. Especially when you turn into a zombie.
Yeah,
like the pure appreciation of vomiting blood across the fucking screen.
Or
like,
the one where if you eat too much food, you get all pumped up, like
fat.
You get all fat, and you're like wobbling around. You shoot like a little pellet gun.
That game is shit. Because you're a greedy piece of shit. Like share the fucking loot, you asshole. Like that's what you get.
Share with the rest of the class, please.
No,
that's what you get. Fuck your gun. Now you're in jeopardy of dying. Like enjoy.
I forget which Metal Slug was the one where that was basically Independence Day, where the ending was the guy flying the plane up into the UFO to end the game.
Was that 3?
It might have been. I forget.
I don't know because which one came on the Xbox Live? That's the only one I played from beginning to end.
I think it might have been X. I think it might have been.
I'm not even fucking sure. I'm not even sure, man.
But
hush, dog.
Hey,
quiet,
chill, dog.
Use your inside voice. God damn it.
This is a 33 more. Hey, What's up, dog? Calm down. But so, Chris, what are you playing or what are you reading?
Man,
You're barely on that.
Yeah.
we were going down memory lane.
It was Tangent. It was Tangent City. It
Yeah,
happens.
that's what we should name the podcast. Just Tangent City.
Tangent City. Estonia Boulevard.
I'm telling you, man. No, so like for me, like I read the Marvel Voices. They've been putting out these one shots talking about indigenous people,
Okay.
like the indigenous characters, and they
Oh no shit.
Yeah. It's like these one shots they put out. They put one out during Pride Month, and so you know, so for this new, they got new generations now. You're getting new, readership.
Yeah.
And they have Marvel Voices based on the African American characters. They had them for the indigenous, and they had it for gay pride characters. And it was really cool because it was, I don't know if you know, but I work at Bedrock, and
Could you say that? Wait.
I can now because
Okay,
I'm on
you
my way
can
out.
now.
But,
Okay, since you're on your way. Okay.
Yeah. I don't care anymore. But like, it brought a lot of people in though. It brought a lot of people in that I work there a lot, and so I see the same people over and over again. I started seeing new faces.
That's dope.
So I wanted to see what was up. I read it.
That's what's up. It was good.
Yeah,
Like
man,
it didn't seem like it was pandering much or anything. It seemed pretty legit.
At first, back when Inside Baseball and that is, I've been doing this for a while.
Mhm.
So back when they turned the big controversy for the neckbeards and the mouth breathers was making Iceman gay.
Yeah, they were upset.
They were upset, but here's the thing: what I would tell them, like those guys would come in. That's the last one thing I hate about working in a comic shop is the guy that comes in wants to talk about the movie and how he hates it, or he hates the comic book, or he hates this, blah blah blah. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Buy your books and leave. Like, I don't care. But, it's like I this one dude was just going off on it, and he had a stack of comic books and wasn't a single X-Men comic book in the stack.
Bro,
Like, about
fam,
and not to mention, like, it's not like they took Batman and Batman was like, I am the dick that stalks the butt or whatever. It wasn't like it wasn't. They were they're not turning him gay, right? So it's like,
he's just on the phone with Alfred, just explaining how much he enjoys the taste of penis. Just
yes, exactly.
It's like
Batwing.
The Batwing.
Yeah, there you go.
Batwang.
Yeah. The first appearance of Bruce Wang. Man, hold on. But no, so I told the guys, like, man, look, it's Iceman, dude. Like,
Well, it's not even the real Iceman; it's the young Iceman.
Yeah, it's from the time traveling one after the trials of the X-Men. Anyway, I've been reading those.
Sorry, there's a whole. I know that's a rabbit hole. Like,
it's not even the OG. It's like the variant.
But wasn't like Colossus gay at one time? Like, who gives a fuck? Like, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was the Ultimates universe. Yeah, but it was Mark Millar who was heading up all that, the Kick-Ass writer.
Oh shit! No shit.
Yeah, he's kind of an edgelord before edgelord was an edgelord. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about shock value for him. You know what I mean? So it's like,
well, yeah, it's all about rape with him. He has to have rape.
Turning characters gay, incest, whatever he could do to make people go, "Oh my god!" Like that's Mark Millar's whole career. So
what you're saying is that he's Rob Zombie, the comic writer,
basically.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so no, I read the
literally like Halloween remake went through my head. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, yep.
This would literally be the whole
All checks
podcast
out.
about that. But I've been listening to a podcast called Bridgewater. It's Aaron Mahnke that does lore.
Yes, yeah.
It's like a radio drama, and I never really got into radio dramas.
Mm-hmm.
But now that podcasts have that format is allowed now, I never thought about it. I know they did a Wolverine one called The Long Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
What?
It was based off of Wolverine. Yeah. There's a Wolverine maxi series, like 12 issues, called Wolverine: The Long Hunt. They did a whole entire radio drama based off that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, and the Bridgewater one is about the Bridgewater Triangle, which is it's like basically like where all the Mothman and Bigfoot and all this cryptological bullshit is all in this area, like legit up north. And this podcast is based around a dude who's like a professor that studies cryptozoology, myth and lore.
Yeah.
His dad was a cop in the area who went missing, and now his dad's badge showed up looking brand new after 20-something years or whatever.
No
It's
shit.
a whole thing. It's pretty dope.
That's
yeah.
pretty
And,
dope.
did you watch Supernatural? You're getting Supernatural?
I never watched any of the episodes of Supernatural. Like, and I'm sorry, everyone.
Brandon.
It's okay. I haven't either.
It's two hot guys driving a cool car.
Okay, look,
Too much TV.
I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're wrong, but
I don't hate the show. Like I was being facetious, but it has everything to do with time. And then like whenever you show me a series and you're like, check it out, and I look at how many episodes, I'm just like, oh god, I can't. It's impossible.
Well, the thing with Supernatural is they would do like three episode arcs or whatever, and then it would be a bunch of Monsters of the Week episodes.
Okay, nice.
They go back into a storyline to either start up a season or wrap up a season. Basically.
Okay.
And so, but my whole point was there was a character named Castiel who's like an angel from heaven. He's the main voice actor in the Bridgewater podcast.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Isn't Nathan Fillion in that?
Yeah. He's like the dude's dad. He's Misha Collins is Castiel.
Okay.
Who's also this year. Nathan Fillion is playing his dad's voice on the thing.
Okay.
Like, do the cryptids actually like show up and do shit, or is it kind of like they're just still chasing them and hunting them? Or
I listened to episode 4 on the way here after work.
Mhm.
We are just getting into a cult kidnapping the people and like screams. It was real. The wrap up was real. Blair Witch at the very end. So like that's a cliffhanger. I was like, God damn it! So we're about to find out.
Yeah,
it'll be next week. So
okay,
nice. That's kind of cool. That's kind of fucking cool. Because I like the only ones I do that like divert from like what I listen to as far as podcasts is like Last Podcast on the Left. Like I'm a big fan of those assholes, man. Those guys are fucking hilarious because they're talking about the worst thing on earth ever, and like somehow there's still like a joke, and it's brutal, dude. It's brutal.
Not to kiss your butt or anything, but to plug y'all's podcast, you and Randy. I swear to God, I never laughed harder. Because Aaron was like, "Hey, did you listen? You were listening to Cold 45? This was at Conclusa. I think you asked me about it. You're like, "Hey, you heard Cold 45?" I was like, "No, man." He's like, "Yeah, they were down here at the podcast section."
Wasn't I manning the Colt 45 show?
Yeah, you were manning it.
I was the random person in the back.
Oh yeah, so basically, his wife is my right hand person at Comic Palooza.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
So,
hey, no, I remember talking to her too. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. So, but no, I was like, I just as an artist, I had a booth, and I could never get away just to go do that.
Right. You're always trapped there.
Yeah, one day again, he was like, "Oh yeah, did you listen to this episode of Core 45?" I was like, "No, man, I fucking forgot. Let me go back." So I started going through y'all's catalog. Like, I think y'all had a different host at one point before Randy or something like that.
Yeah.
Those are good episodes, but I gotta tell you, I mean, honestly though, Randy, like, you had a whole different podcast when you brought Randy on, bro. I mean,
I'm well aware, bro. It's literally a blessing. It's a blessing because I honestly met him through the podcast partnership at Comic Palooza, and our first time recording together was a live show at Comic Palooza because my co-host kind of vanished off the face of the earth. Hope he's okay. And I was in a really dark patch at that time, and I was like super drinking at that point in time because you probably heard the sobriety episodes at some point if you like go further back where I'm just like, all right, I'm 4 weeks sober, guys.
Yeah, you're like, I'm drinking water.
Very upset, very angry. So like, I was drying out, trying to get my shit together. But before that period of time, I was fucking hammered, and I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to Compalooza, flame out, and just kill this podcast, and that'll be the end of it. And then I sobered up, and I was like, I need to find somebody to help me do this fucking panel. And Randy was like, yeah, I'll be totally down to do it. I was like, cool. And I was like, well, aren't you still with this other podcast he was with, Dogfin? He's like, no, actually, I'm going to be leaving. I was like, well, if this works, you're my co-host. He's like, oh, okay. So like we've actually built our friendship doing the show because we were total strangers.
On the 300 episode, man, like you were kind of, y'all got real for a minute at the very end there. I was just like,
yeah, they did.
I felt like I was invading on a conversation I wasn't supposed to be part of. I was like, oh, this is.
Yeah, the ending was great. Yeah, the shout-outs and everything, all the shout-outs. Yeah.
Oh, all the shout-outs where Aaron Garcia wasn't mentioned. Yeah, I even laughed to myself too. I was like,
I wanted to wait. I wanted to wait till I got on.
It's like I'll listen to the episode. I'll send Brandon like a text or a message with a joke, And I'll hear on the episode following, he's like, God damn it, Aaron, you son of a bitch. And he says this. And then third time, you're like, oh, okay, he's naming off names. Okay.
You know what?
Like, this podcast.
It's totally
I was
apropos.
laughing.
It's totally apropos because like I would curse his name out on every live stream doing Twitch and shit because he'll torment the shit out of me. So yeah, I think that's fair because I felt bad, and then I was like, I literally thought about Jedi Last Fallen Order, and I was like, no, he deserved that. He deserved everything.
No, it was funny because
miserable.
Okay, and he's doing this puzzle where he has to move these boulders, these rolling boulders, to an area to get past this door, right? And so he's playing. He's like, how do I do this, guys? Guys, help me. And so instead of me actually giving him help, I'm like, good job, Brandon. You're doing a good job. Push that boulder over there. How about you freeze time there for a second? And he's like, what, seriously? And he does it. Nothing happens.
Oh, you're just trolling, man. See, I can't. Honestly, though, I mean, at that point, I can't blame him. I mean,
No, fuck those games because it's like don't give me a lightsaber and have me solve puzzles, you bitch. Like, what the fuck is wrong with? The only thing I hate about streaming games is like when there's a moment where I'm like, man, this is boring.
Yeah.
For the game, and I'm like, fuck, this is boring for everybody. And then it's like dance monkey man. So I'm trying to figure like how do I make this fun for everyone? And then like I'm struggling trying to enjoy something that I abjectly hate, and then I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna talk about how much I fucking hate this, and then chat churns on you at that point, and they just everyone starts attacking you.
Oh, we turned on him. And then there was Resident Evil 2 when he was shooting kneecaps out. He was busting kneecaps.
That shit was fun, but like that fucking I think that the greatest moment, because I'm mad no one's probably ever gonna watch the highlight reel of that, but like my favorite moment was actually when we were trying to figure out the puzzle.
Yeah.
For the fucking chess pieces. But I did second playthrough and they rearranged everything for second playthrough. So like I was like, I know I'm solving the puzzle. Like I know this is the puzzle. And like B-Rob from Random Rambles with Rob like sent me a fucking JPEG of what was supposed to happen, but it's in like the biggest, angriest, bold red letters, like this is the thing for second playthrough. And I'm like, fuck. Like I feel like an hour went by. It was probably only like 15 minutes, but it feels like 18 hours.
Yeah.
Of live streaming Schindler's List. It was horrible. It was not fun, dude. I did not enjoy that. I'm coming back though.
But it was entertaining. It was really entertaining though. I remember watching those streams when I had more time.
I appreciate your support. No, like real talk, Aaron. I appreciate the fuck out of your support, man. Like you've brought so many fucking people. It's actually a crime I didn't mention you, but I was freaking out because I knew I was forgetting very fucking important people because I was right on the spot. And I could have edited all that out.
see, you're flying high, then I can edit that out. You just dive bomb. I
could have because I could have just not said. I could have just cut that whole part out. But I was like, well, I'm being vulnerable. This is fine. And I was like, somebody's gonna be left out, and there's gonna be a crime. But no, it honestly, in all honesty, Aaron, it's a fucking crime. I didn't mention you.
No, that's all good.
No, I mean, I know you're not mad. I know you're not mad, but you've been like, you know, Rito. I think there was like a couple of other people that you like showed me the show, and they came and like stayed, man, and like that's like huge. It's fucking huge, man. I really appreciate that shit, like big time, man.
Hey, if I find something that's funny, I'm going to spread the word about it because I want everybody to laugh as well as much as I do.
I appreciate.
And I keep telling people, say, you want to hear the funniest episode? Listen to the Rocky IV episode. That one is the funniest episode. Rocky IV.
I need to go back and listen to it again. I don't remember anything. That's like I hate that. I hate that because I'll have because one of my close friends finally started listening to it, and he'll just like throw out a joke like I'm supposed to get it, and I'm like, I don't know what happened. He's like, oh, from episode 70. I'm like, I don't what.
I remember that.
Blackout drunk. Like I was drinking heavy at that time. What are you talking about?
You know what's funny, man? Like now that you mentioned that, like I remember when I was going through the back catalog and I come across all the black exploitation type films, like all the
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those were, dude. I felt like there was times I should not be laughing because you know what I mean, like I shouldn't be in the middle of something. I mean, like, I should be like, oh, that's funny. Like, wait, am I wrong for thinking that's funny? Like, you know what I mean?
No, because I completely understand, and a part of me in the back of my head, I'm like, there's gonna be somebody not black that's gonna hear this and think it's funny, and that's fine, because like as long as no one's around you hearing what you're listening to, because I think Space Jam, I really pushed it
That's the one I got the spit take on because when the Monstars were transforming,
yeah.
beautiful luscious. I was drinking a Monster. I got it all on the
Luscious,
wall.
you know what? Lips. Yeah, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it because I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it because I could see it. They were so big. They were so big. And they all had like it's like they just and then they play like the most gangster music ever whenever they show up. It's like you know what they did. You know what they did. And the blue one is like a total dude, bro. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, he is the dude, bro. He's the Chad.
The Sean Bradley. I wonder if Sean Bradley.
That's who he is. I didn't know. I never knew his name. Like, who the fuck is this guy? All these legends and this guy.
I didn't know Sean Bradley's living in West Virginia right now, just mad as hell because every time Space Jam comes on, he's just like, I don't talk like that. Like, yeah, dude, you totally talk like that. Oh.
You totally do, bro. Sorry, man. Like, I hate to tell you, fam.
Dude, have you noticed what? Okay, speaking of Space Jam, like every time I go to the store now, if I see that damn LeBron figure or the Marvel the Martian with no goddamn head, what the hell's going on?
Todoroki didn't have a head when I went to Walmart.
You ever taken heads off these things?
Yeah. Okay, I know this. I researched it.
I have no idea.
So there's a TikToker. It's here in Houston. There's a TikToker, and he went to Walmart and pulled the head off LeBron James and made like a funny video of him pulling the head off LeBron James for the figure. And that video went viral. They got like over 1 million hits within a week. Guess what happened? You got copycats. So everybody's doing it now, pulling the heads off to make funny videos. But now when you go to buy the figure, you don't have the head. So now the people who take the heads are now selling the heads on eBay for $100 to cause something, to start something. I did a little research on that because I'm like, what the hell is going on with all these LeBron's missing heads? Why is there a LeBron figure in behind a glass case? Why is that?
I'm not saying we needed a pandemic, but
no, yeah.
Like that.
I'm a fan of Bill Burr and Thanos as far as like it's just sometimes some of us need to go, man. And honestly,
one hand out judgment, but like if you know what is it when Chris Rock said talks about OJ, he's like he shouldn't have done that, but I understand. Like you know what I mean?
Like what's funny is it goes both ways though. Like the whole, I mean, like I would love to be random because you know, it's some people. There are moments I don't want to be here. There's moments where I'm just like, you know what, man, can fuck it. Can I just go so I can just miss out on the actual apocalypse where I gotta catch possums and shit to cook them because you fuckers just fucked everything up. It's just. I'm trying so hard not to go down a dark turn, guys, but but yeah, that's why they're always out of control, guys. It's like these fucking guys.
You know, and to kind of wrap up that joke, like when I listen to the podcast and they're making jokes about stuff that I feel like I shouldn't be laughing at. Like it would be if you turn that shit on his ear and like if Brandon, I think to myself, what is Brandon's like listening to two white dudes on a podcast? They were like saying some shit, and then like
no,
you know what I mean? Like
it's Opie and Anthony, like it exists.
Yeah,
that shit fucking exists, and like I think that's why I kind of like stand 10 toes down on that type of shit because it's like, dude, like that shit has always exists. There's always been people who do that shit, and like you know, it's all about context and intent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you know, like if you're coming from like a legitimate like you know you shoot everybody and it's all actually funny jokes and there's a difference between a guy just trying to be funny like making a light conversation making observations and making jokes versus someone who is just like, man, that's a lot of Asian jokes, like Jesus, and he's not smiling.
Yeah,
like
what they
what was the joke? He was like man, there's just a lot of fucking Asians in here. It's like, whoa. What the fuck?
It's like when you finally cover the Friday series. Those are movies I grew up on. Were the Friday movies. I love those movies. So when you start cutting their jokes, I'm like, okay, I get all these jokes, but should I be laughing or am I allowed to laugh? So
hell yeah, you're supposed to laugh, like because it's literally it's you're supposed to laugh at the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't laugh at like an actual lynching or some shit. If you start chuckling, it's like the fuck, bro. But like there are there are moments because we get put in positions where like we don't research the movie And we both watched it the day of, and we're like, oh fuck. And like Randy always thinks that we're gonna make jokes about it automatically. I'm like, fuck no. Like I spit on your grave.
Uncomfortable. The one with the dad and the daughter in the cave. And
holy fuck. Warzone? Oh my god.
Yeah, I've never seen it. Just hearing y'all talk about it made me
don't watch that shit. Do not watch that shit. That shit is not. That is rough. And like even the people doing the movie had to like get hammered to like sit through that shit because it's a fucking nightmare, man. Like, no, man. Like, and you know, and I don't know why Randy thought he was just gonna be like, we can just have a good time. Fuck no, we're about to have a serious conversation about shit and just like try to get through it and talk about. You know, like I think painting the picture going behind the scenes. You know, also that's a Patreon situation too, so we got set up for that. But
well, sometimes the Patreon picks are really good. Like I like that Justin Sheffy picked Army of Darkness because that was a fun episode.
Great pick.
Yeah, that was a good one. What was it? I know I picked Behind the Mask of the Leslie Vernon movie, which
excellent pick because it was already like I was already thinking about like when the fuck do I do it though, because that's always I always get caught up of when should I do this episode, and then I'll forget because something else will come up, something timely or whatever the fuck we're trying to like, you know, curate the shit. So like a lot of times I'll get Patreon picks. I'm like, oh, thank God, because like no matter what, it'll fall on something that I've been meaning to do like forever and a day. I think Half Baked was another one. Like, of course I want to do Half Baked. Like, there's just so many fucking movies. Oh, speaking of which, get ready for this week because we're doing Boss Niggas. So enjoy. Feeling uncomfortable with that one.
Okay, Boss in.
Or you can just say Boss. It's called Boss on if you want to look it up. It's just Boss. It's just Boss.
It's just Boss.
This is where you drop that.
You drop like the dolphin sound.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad, y'all.
No, it's okay.
We're messing with you.
It's okay. It's okay.
My fault.
Although, honestly, as a Patreon myself, I am looking forward to you guys covering Crimson Peak. I'm assuming you've never seen it.
I have never seen that, so like that's gonna like, and that's one thing I do like. I do like seeing movies I've never fucking seen before. Like there's some things that are like, you know, I get it. Like I know what it's gonna be about, and then I watch it. Like Equilibrium, I never like actually seen, but like I know enough about the movie to where I'm like, all right, well, okay, this is the part where this happens, yada yada yada. But I love going in completely blind and shit. Like Under the Skin was crazy.
Yeah.
There was a movie called Possession that I saw like before Randy. That movie was crazy. It's always a treat seeing some shit you never seen before because like your note taking is different, the way that you like even your jokes are different because you get like a real first view, and like a lot of those Friday movies I never seen like before because there's so fucking many of them.
Yeah,
and like watching those,
too many of them.
I actually love that the window breaks is a thing. Like that's one of my favorite gags. And then I was watching the Kill Count today because they're redoing the Friday series. And I was like, fuck, even the logo broke glass.
Yeah. The logo did too.
I was like, holy shit, dude. I was like, that's fucking, like, this is amazing. Like, it was a nice moment. And it's cool when Randy will have epiphanies it's about random shit and just post it on Instagram. Like, it's an interesting journey. Like, watching all these fucking movies, especially like shit you haven't seen before, because like, you learn so much and you start to get it. I think I made a joke about Red Dawn where I was like, you know, if right wingers just said, "Hey, we're just scared of Red Dawn happening," I was like, "Well, just say that. Just say that."
Yeah. Seriously.
I want my guns because Wolverines, man. A nigga got destroyed by a helicopter. That sucks. And like, I don't want that to be me. And it's like, say that. That's fair.
No, I could just see them arguing. Like, you see what they did? They came in, they killed Thor. They did this. This is happening. Tanks flying. Cinnabons are gone. It's happening.
Oh man.
The frescoes. Where's my damn Mr. Pibb?
Right. Okay. No. I know Aaron's going to hate me asking you this question. So Aaron, I apologize because you know we're going to go down this road.
Oh, don't. No. Okay. First, let me get my video. What I've watched and
please
do all that before you go down.
I'm so sorry.
No, I haven't. No, tangents.
This is
happen.
the format.
This is our non-format.
This is my fault. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Okay, I'll just keep it short. I reread. There's a comic series out there called The Last Ronin. Turtles.
Oh shit!
The Last Ronin.
Are you gonna spoil it? Can you tell me who it was? Because I want to know.
Do you want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
Because it's on issue 3 right now. There's only 3 issues out.
They're dragging this shit along too long.
They are dragging it out. They are dragging this.
God damn it!
Out. Yeah, but do you want to know who it is?
Is it Michelangelo?
Because each cover is basically a brother falling. So when you see the covers, that's the brother that falls in that issue.
Oh, they're dying as the issues come.
Yes.
In flashbacks.
Okay.
In flashbacks. In flashback form.
Oh, in flashbacks. Yeah, go ahead, tell me.
Okay,
I know it's
so
not Raph. I know it's not Raph.
Well, yeah, he's the cover of issue 2.
Fuck.
You know, Raph's not going to. Raph,
He's too
Raph is,
awesome.
Raph is the tank.
Raph was the first to go. Raph was the first to fall.
Of course he was.
So
Damn it.
in
It's
issue
Mike.
3, issue 3, you lose 2. You lose Casey, and you lose Leo.
God damn.
Yeah.
So
it's rough, dude. It's rough.
And basically, yeah, it's Mikey. Mikey's the one. He's the last Ronin.
I know Casey was gonna catch it. That sucks.
Here's the sad part because this is all spoiler because of what happens.
Casey died of cancer. Sorry.
He got his head kicked off with a cricket bat.
No, I wish it was like
No,
that.
I'm kidding.
No. Casey and Leo are evacuating their lair with all their supporters and all their purple dragons and everything, and a bomb catches them all. Like the Mousers come out in a bomb. This is right before he's about to find out that he's the father.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What have they been doing in the Turtleverse?
I love it, man.
Getting way too real and hurting.
I love it. No, I love that shit because that's what they do. That's what they were all about. Like the OG Eastman layer, dude. Shredder cut. His guts were spilling out of his stomach before he died. He was like, he was gonna
it's like each issue is like a gut punch, but you want to keep reading. It's like the gut punch that you ate, but you want to keep reading.
It's technically Old Man Logan, more or less. Like it's cool. It's cool seeing alternate dark realities and shit where people getting fucked up because it's like that's the fucking point. Like it's fun to see because you always know in the back of your head, man. At one point in time, Raphael was a shredder. This shit's crazy. Like shit's nuts. Like that's. I think it's cool. And
I mean, it's just a great story.
I had a feeling it was gonna be either Mikey or Donnie because there was no way. Because I felt like it might be Donnie because they like. I think the IDW book, like his fucking shell got cracked open. And he was like almost dead.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Donnie ain't deserve that. If anyone could take the punishment, it's Raph. But then again, Raph got his ass handed to him in the movie.
Twice. So
we're not gonna talk about that part. Whatever.
Yeah.
It was one good time. It was one solid time he got his ass handed. Y'all chill out.
So I've been rereading that. I reread, or not reread, but I'm still reading the Twilight Zone 50th short stories by Ron Serling.
Nice.
Ron Serling wrote a whole bunch of stories that his wife got published, and now it's like stuff that was supposed to get turned into episodes that never did. And some of them have been modernized for current times.
Yeah.
But there were some are really good, some are kind of but overall it's a good story. So definitely check that out if you can. Kind of quickly going through here. For playing the games, I'm still playing Outriders. I'm addicted to that game right now. Yeah, it's rough to start. It's rough to start.
Like, tell me when you're playing. I'll re-download them and play with you. Help you finish it out because it's there's something about the game I fucking like because I kept playing it.
It's like Avatar meets the Division on a different planet. So
yeah.
I mean, it's great. It's great because I got the fire abilities. I'm like throwing like fire bombs through the ground. I'm raising volcanoes up out of the ground, killing people off, making people explode, fire style. I mean, it's just it's crazy.
That one, because I was a power master too. Like the turning people into bombs.
Yeah,
was like I'm gonna keep playing this game. It was a nice feeling. They had noise, and you see there's like 8 guys like, "What's wrong, Tommy?" And it's like, "I'm gonna fucking die, bro."
and it's just explode. I'm playing that. I mentioned this other game before several times called Second Extinction, and it's basically like Turok meets Apex on the Xbox. It's on Xbox.
It's on Game Pass.
Dude,
I just it looked like Ark, and I didn't want to.
You can pistol whip a raptor.
That's ballsy.
Yeah, you fight dinosaurs. It's like Turok, and you shoot dinosaurs and do all that stuff. But the fact that you can walk up to a raptor, a group of them, start pistol whipping them to kill them, is pretty cool.
They should accept you as their alpha after the first hit, though. They should bow down to you and become betas like out the gate, right? You should be.
The other 4 that were waiting in the bushes were like, "Master," and they just bow their head.
They just come out, bow down, and unhook their fucking toes.
Yeah, unless it's Velocipaster.
Oh, like, and see, you would think that they would do that. You think that
movie
they would do
sucks
that.
balls.
It
God, it's funny as fuck, but boy, that's one of the roughest dino suits I ever saw in my entire life. That
really
was
is, man. It really is.
brutal. It's like a fat T-Rex. It's not even a fucking raptor, dude. It's just like an overweight.
If you want to talk about bad costumes and bad suits, watch Wolf Cop. Watch Wolf Cop. That
It's bad. It's a bad suit.
it's the
I've
Wolf
been
Cop
meaning to
movie is
watch it.
good, but the suit. There are parts when the suit is like rippling, like the fur is rippling, so you can tell it's a suit and not just the actual fur and stuff. There's some parts that are bad, but overall, the first one's good. The second movie, it's rough.
There's a
It
second
is
Wolf
rough.
Cop.
There's a second one.
I sense an episode coming down the pike, man.
It's eventually,
Eventually.
There's so much because I can't do Wolf Cop and not do Maniac Cop. That's not right.
Right? Seriously.
That's
That's
not
true.
right.
All three Maniac Cops, all three of them.
Probably gonna do the first one and just I don't know because like it's tough because I want to do the whole series a lot of times, man. But then
Yeah.
it's like there's other shit like waiting that we can do before it, or like because like Hollywood's repeating itself, so it's like we can just do certain movies and shit. Like some choices are obvious. Randy goes really because Randy just swore that Scooby-Doo and Suicide Squad are like parallel to each other. And he explained it. I'm like, but who else is gonna make that walk, Randy? Like, because he's like, James Gunn directed it, a bunch of ragtag people that came together to take down the bad guy. And I was like, I see what you're doing. I think it's brilliant how your brain works, but I don't see anyone else making that walk.
That's several movies that have that kind of concept. Villain happening, ragtag group comes together to fight them off. That's like 80% of all movies have action movies too. So
shit, Mighty Ducks.
Mighty-
That's what we should have did. Instead of for Suicide Squad, we should have did Mighty Ducks.
Wait, the TV series or the movies?
No, the movies.
I'll say the TV series is fun. The TV series is fun.
The new
You know what's funny?
The new one.
I've seen the cartoon before. I've never seen Mighty Ducks movie. I've seen the cartoon.
So you got the furries.
The cartoon was dope too.
Well, yeah, I know. It's got that Steve guy from Beverly Hills 90210 as like the main leader.
Oh yeah, it was him.
Yeah, like what was it? Ian Ziering? Ian Zorro?
Yeah. It's Ian. You know what's cool? Like the reason I like the Mighty Ducks cartoon because they could have like been like, yeah, they exist in the DuckTales world.
Oh yeah,
They could have.
What a missed opportunity.
They should have. Have Darkwing Duck swing in.
Or like one of them just hockey punches Launchpad McQuack and shit, just fucking wrecks his shit.
Checks them. Fly the plane straight.
Scrooge by his team.
Scrooge.
Yeah.
Or Kiddo Duck joins the Mighty Ducks. And then he
Instead
has
of
like
Will, he has an ice skate.
Yes. I mean, come
No,
on.
he just turns into a Zamboni and just
He is the Zamboni.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the Zamboni. Oh, hey, the RoboCop crossover. Then you can have a.
Oh man.
What's the guy who played RoboCop? Peter Weller be the voice.
I'll
that'd
find
be
out.
pretty dope.
And also the boyfriend.
That'd be pretty dope.
That would be pretty cool.
What's the thing you wanted to ask me that Aaron doesn't want you to ask me?
No, he's
Okay, so that segment's over. Okay, go ahead, Chris. Come on,
What
do
have
it.
you been eating?
No, yeah. What have you been crapping out with those 5 pounds of toxic poop, like those YouTube ads?
man, listen. Okay.
What
You're
happened?
from Houston, Brandon. Like you grew up here for the most part, right?
No, I've not. I'm actually a transplant.
Okay. Have you ever been to Ponchos?
Oh, that's what the raise the flag thing. I've never
Yeah,
been to Ponchos.
What do you have to go? Poncho's Mania.
I've never
the greatness
gone.
of Ponchos. Explain the greatness of Ponchos
Fucking
and
Jose
their dwindling
Lima.
numbers. Explain it.
Jose Lima's commercials are the main reason why I fuck with Ponchos. Just all GP. Only
No,
because
that's Casa Ole.
that was Casa Ole.
Yeah, the better restaurant.
Okay, listen. So
Damn, yeah, Ponchos is trash, bro. I gotta mix it up.
See,
man,
I've never been to Ponchos. No, tell me why it's good though. Is Ponchos better than Fajita Flats?
no, it's not.
No, I wouldn't say
And
that.
Fajita Flats is meh.
Okay,
Fajita
well, I'm
Flats
saying
is
like
meh.
Ponchos, look, man, like maybe I'm romanticizing it, but like
Romanticizing
You
it.
were there
No,
too.
romanticizing
no,
it.
no, I'm saying like
Romanticizing it.
Listen,
You're picking up like a hooker from Wish with ponchos.
listen, Linda.
Nice.
Hey, he goes to ponchos with me.
Every Friday when we were kids, my parents would get off work and we would go for Fridays. We'd have dinner at Ponchos.
Lowered
Yeah.
expectations.
Hey man, that's his family. Come on, that's a different vibe. That's a different vibe. That's a different vibe, dude. Cause like I remember cause we had this place called Griff Burgers that my mom would take me to when we were over in Louisiana off of Shreveport in Bossier City, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like it's just burgers, dude. But like I'm like, man, Griff Burgers. And somebody told me they were from Bossier City. And I was like, dude, is Griff still there? He's like, yeah, it's still there. I was like, oh shit. He's like, yeah, man, when you're fucking hungover, man, those burgers come in handy. They're greasy as fuck. And I was like, you ruined everything I love, man. What are you doing?
But
Like,
see,
I
that's the
wanna-
thing, like, so
like-
when you were growing up, like that was the restaurant y'all went to that was not necessarily a 5-star dining experience, but it was like a local rite of passage almost, right? Like it was always there. You know what I mean? It did it in a pinch, right?
Dude, I'll go to Ponchos with you, like ASAP. I'm serious. You let me
Okay,
know when. We're gonna fucking go to Ponchos because I never been.
Pepto ready.
Say what?
Aaron's
Get that Pepto ready.
Dude, I eat trash all the time. I drive
Exactly.
trucks for work at work, dude. I eat garbage all the time. I don't have healthy choices. If you want me to eat a fucking arugula salad on a fucking truck, it's not gonna happen.
What other restaurant can you go to raise a flag
Of surrender.
No, you're not surrendering.
Of surrendering.
You are begging for more.
I hereby surrender my guts to the Republic of Ponchos.
When are we doing Ponchos Mania? Is it when Sully or Bernie gets in?
We can make multiple trips. I don't mind going
Multiple
twice.
trips to the bathroom.
Dude, I can get a Groupon.
The bathroom's
I can get a Groupon. We're all going to get down for $7.
Wait, we Ponchos is expensive enough where we need a Groupon? Like how much are they taking off? We pay $5 a piece?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's kind of pricey now if you only got 2 locations.
Yeah,
but
it's pricey now. It's 3 pesos instead of 2.
It's either Humble or Almeida. Choose your poison.
Wait, because I am on. Hold on, I'm on the southwest side.
Yeah,
So
yeah, like
wait.
you're over by me. You're over there by me.
So what's the closest point? I'm googling it right now. I gotta see.
I think it might be Almeida. I think it might be Almeida.
Almeida. Oh, don't
Fuck
go there by
that
yourself.
I'm black. I'll be fine.
Well, yeah, but
Brandon's G card is still
He-
valid. Ours is expired.
he might need that South American accent though.
Oh, man,
I could pull off Dominican.
Dominican? What, you Sammy Sosa now?
We got a lot of guys. We got a lot of guys on the team. We got a lot of.
Come on, guys, eh?
you know he wants to.
Come on, guys, eh? Hey,
Yo, this shit's a way the fuck out the. Wait a minute.
You see the videos online.
Jesus Christ, they're on the outskirts. They're not even like. Are they in town? Hang on. What the fuck?
So, Humble or Almeida? Ponchos Mexican
45.
buffet.
Yeah, 45 south.
I am not driving to Humble. I'm tell you that right now.
9 north.
I refuse.
Oh, look, man. Look, if you
No,
go out,
I'm not going to Humble for Christ's sake. That is way out. So there's one.
that's the nicer one, though.
That's the nicer one. You're not selling your cause. You're not
Almeida-
selling the cause.
Almeida has a drive-through.
But then it's not a buffet.
Yeah, and they also have drive-bys.
There's no such.
Well,
Man,
yeah, it's Almeida.
again, Brandon said he'd be fine. I don't know why you're making a big deal out of this.
He'd be fine before. There's the after.
Hey,
Man,
my
look.
Because
problem
the one
is
at
down
Humble,
the-
like it's humble. It's not like
It's right next to Deerbrook Mall.
yeah, it's past the fucking airport.
Oh, man. Okay,
The
look.
other one's near the airport, near the
Look.
lobby.
If you make the drive, it'll be our treat. I will pay for it.
You really begging
I'm
him to
already
come
paying the
for-
gas
for-
tenfold.
Like, I
for-
want
Gas
for-
is
for
like-
lower-
The price of gas will literally be like the entire table's meal.
You're really begging him to come out for subpar Mexican
I
food.
gotta make
Man.
Bernie get it.
Okay,
I mean,
I'll do it.
come on.
I'll
They're
fucking
like-
do it, but I can't do one thing. Only person I will not take Randy because Randy will burn that place to the ground if it's just okay.
You're
Because Randy's half
hyping up-
Mexican, he will be upset.
You are hyping up CC's of Mexican food.
man, look.
Oh, don't you besmirch CC's? Come on, fam.
I didn't have to.
See how it
Ponchos
feels?
did that.
See how it feels? when you
CC's
take
is
something
clutch.
off and shit on it?
CC's was clutch. Remember
Hey,
you tried.
hey,
Remember you tried to be
My
healthy.
very first job was CC's Pizza. My very
Oh,
first
you
job
worked
was
there.
CC's Pizza.
Oh, no.
I worked there.
Oh
And Brendan.
no.
Yeah.
Don't let him tell you nothing because he knows if you go to CC's, you order the buffet, but you get the water, so you get the true $3.99. Not the 742 they try to hit you with.
No, here's what you do. You get the cup for water. You get Sprite.
But Sprite, always.
You get Sprite.
Always.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's what you do.
Always. I feel like the people who work there know it. They're like, it's fine. You get it. You know,
We don't care.
Yeah.
We don't care. We didn't care. We see the
They-
bubbles floating to the top. We're like, we know water doesn't have bubbles. Come on now.
But like the real CCs that know what the game is, they don't change the cartridges, so you're just getting like remnants of Sprite.
Or just like carbonated ass water.
You can flex a Sprite from previous.
From past Sprites ago. Just leftover tube Sprite. Just a shit that's in the
Just
tubes.
syrup and no carbonation.
Someone's in the back, like rolling up the tubes of the syrup, like toothpaste. They
Oh
squirt it
my
all
God.
out.
Everybody,
Get that
what's your go-to CC's pizza? I gotta know. What's your go-to type of pizza at CC's?
Oh man. Okay, so I got to go deep dish. And what I do is I do.
Wait,
deep
that's the
dish.
thing? You do that? The fuck?
Yeah, they'll do deep
Privilege.
dish at
The
CC's.
fuck?
Yeah,
When?
they've been.
You gotta ask for it. It's off the menu, I guess.
No, it should be part of it. When I worked there, they did it, and that was like 97
Deep
when I worked
dish?
there. Yeah, deep dish. Yeah. So I would do deep
Precious
dish.
motherfucker, you. How? What the fuck?
Deep
I
dish.
get the deep dish. It's CC's
It's CC's
buffet pizza.
Yeah,
That was a
Um,
thing. No
deep
shit.
dish, but with Alfredo cheese and then all the meats.
You're a fancy dude. I was talking about the subset shit.
Subset? Oh, barbecue pizza. Subset barbecue
Okay.
pizza.
Bet.
For
There you
me,
go.
it's just like pepperoni and cheese, extra pepperoni, extra cheese, and throw some jalapenos on it.
I eat the spinach one.
Thank
You
you.
would.
The spinach one. No, the spinach one's the shit. Because I thought I was upper crust society with that shit. I was like, I'll have the spinach, please.
I
Because
ate it
Yeah, you're over eating it with your pinky up. Spinach.
I ate it on a dare in the 5th grade. And I was like, hey, this is awesome. And
yeah, because they use the saltier cheese. Because they were like, oh yeah, it's not healthy. We're putting a
I
much deadlier cheese with this shit. Because there's no way you're gonna eat this shit without it. And I was like,
Death
oh man,
cheese.
that dude, whatever cheese they use for the spinach, my god, it's fucking
Yeah.
amazing. Barbecue pizza is a close second. But I always get
Barbecue pizza.
those are the two I get. I get barbecue pizza, spinach, and I'm pretty much I could give a fuck. Like
you know what? If we can't get Brandon to Ponchos, you can definitely get me to a CC's. I will do my
DoorDash-
best to mess up a CC's.
Me and
I'll-
Nanny
I'll-
DoorDash CC's the other day.
Well, that depends if
I'll-
they're still open. I think
I will make the trip to the humble one. I'll do it.
You'll
I'll
do
do
it
it.
to the humble one.
I'll do it.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'll
That
do it.
man's on me.
God damn, that's far, but I'll do it.
You're driving all that distance for subpar Mexican buffet.
I will
know.
I will even raise the flag for you.
You're gonna
I will-
have to. He's gonna have stomach cramps from eating that food.
And anyway,
Nah, dude, I have an iron. Dude, I eat garbage,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. You say that. You say you have iron stomach until you start eating that food and it starts rusting out.
Wait, we were raised on the east side. Are we immune to ponchos? Because we never have a problem.
you know, look, I caught COVID for like 20 minutes because I ate at Ponchos. I mean,
We did not catch
So-
COVID from ponchos.
no, I'm
The
saying
carne
I ate
asada
Ponchos.
burned it away.
I think you need to reword your statement there. By eating ponchos all your life, you were COVID proof. You only had it for 20 minutes because
Right, exactly.
That's why we had a mild case.
Yeah, exactly. See what I'm saying? Like, there's benefits.
You
know what I
only
mean?
lost your smell, not your taste.
You know, when you're a kid, you
you lost your taste if you're eating. You lost your taste if you're eating there.
No, man. Like when you were a kid, and they told you as a kid you ate dirt.
You lost your actual sense of taste, not actual taste, but your fucking taste of food. That's
You
what
couldn't taste that food. You lost your sense of smell and taste by eating there.
Man, whatever.
No wonder you could stand eating there.
Man,
Nah,
Walk
man.
in here, Walker. I smell nothing.
Nah,
This is
man.
great.
Brandon, thanks for being a part of our last podcast, man. I appreciate it.
I'm dead ass serious though. I'll do it, man. Because I've never been. I'm curious. I want to raise the flag. I want to see.
That way,
what's
at
up.
least you have an educated opinion, right?
Educated, there's nothing educational about ponchos.
I honestly want to have some before they close them all down forever because these shits are like
Thank
way
you.
the fuck
Yeah,
out.
yeah. How many locations did they have like 3 years ago? 54. Now they're down to 2.
They have 2 in Dallas.
Yeah, we don't talk about Dallas. Come on now.
But when we go to WrestleMania,
Again, we don't talk about Dallas. Come on. We don't talk about Dallas.
They're doing it they're doing it in Dallas.
Yeah, next
Yeah.
year WrestleMania is in Dallas.
I'm so out of the game, guys. I'm sorry. Like it was hard. It's so hard to watch
That's okay. Just
wrestling
watch it.
nowadays.
watch AEW. It's way better, and that's what we're supposed to be watching soon.
See, I'm a Jim Cornette fan. I haven't.
Oh, my
no.
God.
Yeah.
Brandon, wait a second.
Wow.
Jim Cornette is not a fan of you, sir.
Jim Cornette hates everybody.
I know. I love listening to him bitch and complain. But what's funny, like even though he will bitch, he still draws attention to the fucking program, and he's not even doing. I don't think he's doing a disservice to AEW, honestly, because like I will still go look. I'm like, who the fuck is Luchasaurus or Jungle Boy? What the fuck?
Dude, they are awesome.
Like hearing him bitch and complain. Like I'm a fan of Botchamania. I'm on the outskirts of wrestling. I'm like the outside weird wrestling fan now. I like watching just people get fucked up for no reason, man. There's this, I wish I remembered his name. There's this one guy. All he does is test out finishers. He's an indie wrestler, and he just tests out crazy.
Is he Super Dave? Is he the one who does all on the barbed wire?
No, not the one. Not the one that says. Not the Juggalo kid. Not him. No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that guy. I've seen him before.
Yeah, I don't feel good watching him because I know he's off a bit, and it's like somebody save him, man, help him. But no, it's this guy. He does like really cool finishers. There was one called like the Hand of Doom where he had somebody up in a fireman's carry. Does like an F5 motion with them, but like the finishing move is like he does a superhero landing as they hit the ground at the same time, and it looks fucking awesome.
I know who that is because I've heard Jim Cornette complain about him. I forget the name though, but
I'm sure he complained about him. I mean, anything that like okay, it's how I listen to Cornette. So when Cornette, like I love hearing Cornette book matches. I love that shit. Like there was one where he compared booking the match to Devil Comes Down to Georgia.
Yeah.
Fucking masterpiece. How he explained how Devil Come Down to Georgia is basically somebody booking an entire match and explaining it. And I was like, fucking brilliant. Like that's him at his finest. Whenever he says flippy dippy gymnastic shit, I'm like, oh, I want to see that. Or when he says like, oh, these fucking video game moves, I'm like, yeah, okay, I want to see that. So like, I know how to read between the lines of like, you know, what I agree with him and what I don't. But his hatred of Russo is why I love him.
Oh, dude, hatred ain't even the word.
Everybody hates Russo. Everybody hates Russo.
Everyone hates Russo.
Jim Cornette would legit murder Russo. Like,
I think he would. I think he would give him like the don't breathe treatment.
He might.
He was just have him in a fucking tied up in a harness and just like, ugh. I'm sorry. We're doing that one soon too. Get ready. I was trying to make a joke and I remember the jar.
Yeah.
And I just gagged a bit and I can't do it.
Well, did you see the video of Cornette confronting Santino at a wrestling convention 2 years ago?
Oh no, I did not.
Okay, so you know the history between Santino Marella and Jim Cornette, right?
No, I didn't know they had history because I actually love Santino Marella. I think he's hilarious.
So back when Santino was about to come up and they're about to bring Boogeyman to ECW, they're building up an OVW, and they're trying to build up Boogeyman as a scary character. You know, hey, everybody be afraid. Everybody, you know, be scared of him when he comes out. Do all that stuff. Well, the wrestlers are in the audience to kind of act scared to help the crowd act scared. And Santino's sitting along the back wall laughing as the Boogeyman is doing his thing. And he's laughing instead of acting scared. Yeah. So they didn't wait till they get backstage. Yeah. Cornette goes over there and just starts whooping the hell out of Santino.
Like hitting him?
Like slapping him around. Slapping Santino around.
Wow.
So, you know, Cornette kind of gets let go. Santino eventually gets brought up to the main roster, has his giant run and everything, retires essentially from wrestling on TV and all that. So about 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago, at a convention, I want to say is the one during WrestleMania weekend, they meet each other in the hallway of the convention hall. And Cornette wants to throw down right there. And Santino, who's, you know, he's
in shape.
He's
in shape. He's not
Santino's in shape, but he's kind of fragile now. He's got the stance of he's kind of not in the best shape.
You know, doesn't he like legit know MMA moves?
He does, but he's like his joints are weak and everything now. Oh. He's fragile.
But Jim Cornette's also an old man though. It's not
Jim Cornette has weight on his side. Santino Marella has.
He lost some weight though. He lost some weight. You think about Raw commentary, Jim Cornette. He dropped a lot of pounds. He's a smaller man now.
He has recently, but back then.
In that video he was huge.
In the video he was still kind of pudgy.
Oh shit!
So he wanted to throw down at the convention and everything. So it was all caught on video. It was hilarious. Definitely look it up if you can. Definitely look
No,
it up.
and one thing about Cornette, like he runs his mouth, but he will get in your face and like he'll take an ass whooping in a heartbeat. Like I cut for him, man. I'm not a fan of Chris Jericho. I'm sorry.
You're not a fan of Jericho?
Not right now. Not with the things I've been learning about Jericho. Not so much. No, it's unfortunate because I love Jericho for the longest.
Oh, he is?
He's what?
He's a red hat.
Jericho?
Jericho's
Yeah.
a red hat, right?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
I'm sorry. I rather you not know. Like, cause like dude, I've loved Jericho for the longest, and then hearing that, I was like, God damn it.
I didn't know that.
Damn it. It's like finding out he's a zombie, but it's like, you know, like I still appreciate because it was something I saw where he came out with no interest in music and the crowd sung it. Like, that's dope. You know what I mean? Like,
That's where we were.
Yeah, that's where we were. That's where we
oh
were.
fuck, y'all were there for that?
Yeah,
That's dope.
we were there in the audience.
Holy
Karen
shit.
shared the video I took.
Yeah, I shared the video that we took of us
Algorithm
singing.
is trash, dude. If I'm not like up your like ass, I won't see shit. Like that's why I've been like DMing people the videos I make. Like when I make like a seriously like video I think is funny, I'll DM that because the algorithms are trash. I didn't even know that because I saw y'all were there.
Yeah.
I didn't put two and two together that was that event.
Yep, that was it.
But I like what's his face. God damn it, he calls them pockets. Orange Cassidy.
Oh, or
I think he's
Orange
fucking
Cassidy's
dope.
awesome.
I
Orange
think he's
Cassidy's
fucking dope.
awesome.
I saw a clip of him where he did the pockets thing. Dude tried to fuck him up and he like jumped over him and then like knocked him down, did like this little kick over him and like posed right to camera one. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like that's
we met him after the show, Chris and I.
no shit.
Yeah, they met him. We had to leave because it was a school
Well, he
night.
was getting on a bus.
Fun
The
fact.
cool thing about him is he lives the gimmick. He's constant. Like it was like 11 o'clock at night. He just walked out with no shirt or whatever it was.
No,
No,
he
he
had
had
a
a shirt
shirt,
on,
but
but he had his glasses on still. He had his
I mean,
sunglasses on
hey,
still.
that's an easy gimmick to stay into to be cool. Like that's a cool gimmick to keep, man. Like I
Yeah,
love
right.
that.
Yeah, like he was just walking by you taking a picture. Like he was still walking and he still did the thumb.
Nice. What's funny, I actually was in the pay-per-view.
Really?
Yep.
Which one?
TNA Victory Road 08.
I was there too. I was there.
You were there?
I was there.
The
In
LAX
TNA
lumberjack match.
Yeah, I was there for the TNA pay-per-view. Yeah. I was in costume. I had a flame shirt on. I had a Curryman mask on. I had a Curryman, the top hat on and everything. And I had a flame, like a black sign that said Curry fan. And I was in the middle section. And I was
we had no choice but to see you because it wasn't a whole bunch of people there because it was the goddamn Reliance Center.
Yeah.
Hey. And
Have you sent him a Curryman birthday thing yet?
They took the video off YouTube. They took the video off YouTube.
That's
Like there's this video where I would send the people for their birthdays if they're wrestling fans. It's the Curryman theme and it's all these wrestlers dancing during the video during his theme song.
yeah.
Just as a stupid thing to send people for their birthday. And eventually what I discovered a few years ago is that whoever owned it got hit with the copyright strike and that video is no longer on YouTube. But that video had like 2 million hits because most of them probably came from me sharing that video to everybody.
I think I got it for my birthday like 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
But yeah, for that pay-per-view, I dressed up as Curryman. I had
That's
the red
crazy.
pants on. I did all of that. And the funny part is about 2 months after that, Booker brought Shark Boy for his school wrestling show. And I dressed up as Curryman again. And everybody's like, "Oh, wait a minute, you were at the show, weren't you?" I'm like, "Yeah, same costume, same exact costume."
Nice.
For to make fun of Shark Boy, to kind of heckle Shark Boy. He sees her Curryman, he starts doing the voice and everything, just to kind of do that. But yeah, I was there, and I remember when Curryman came in, I got up, had the sign and everything, and I think I was on DVD for like a second or two. But yeah,
That's
I was
crazy.
at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, dude, I was one of the lumberjacks for that weird fan lumberjack match between Beer Money and LAX.
The strap match, the strap match with the belts.
Yeah,
Oh, damn. Okay.
I got to hit Bobby Roode with a belt because he tried to juke me and I got to pop him because like the guy I went with
Yeah.
was trying to talk to the other guy from Beer Money and he was like, "If you hit me in the fucking face, I'm gonna kick your ass." That's what he said to him, and I was like, "Oh, we got to hit these assholes, bro." I was like, "This has to happen." because we did a thing. We got free tickets because we were supposed to supposed to promote TNA and just have video and send it to the guys because
they're
they're making us the street team, and we basically went to a WWE event pushing TNA, and then we got escorted off the premises and shit. And that was our video. So they gave us the deal, and we got to do the meet and greet, man. And that shit was crazy because the Dudley boys were there, and
yeah, they were.
It was like, dude, it was like I didn't even, because I wanted to say hey to Devon, but it's literally like looking at Akuma like fucking powering up. It was terrifying because all you hear is like he was sweating profusely for some fucking reason, and all I see is his back, and I'm just like, that's Devon. I'm just gonna keep it fucking moving because I'm scared. Like I don't want. You can feel the pressure coming out of that fucking, like, because it's a Reliance Center. There's no real locker room there. It's just a broom closet. It's just Devon and Bubba in a fucking broom closet, just powering up and just getting all the key together. It was terrifying. Kevin Nash was walking around like a lion, dude. He was just walking around silently. Everyone was just like, it's Kevin goddamn Nash. He's like,
so for that street team, I have a story for the street team because I was a part of it. I did the thing too.
No shit.
What I did, and I didn't get tickets for the pay-per-view, but I got free tickets for the next show when they came back to Houston.
Nice.
So what I did is I got TNA stickers. Stickers made, and when WWE came to town, I went to their trucks and started putting TNA stickers on their trucks. And I took pictures of myself doing it.
Nice.
And because of that, and I put him directly on Cena's face. Directly on Cena, because I hate Cena. I hate John Cena.
Really?
I took pictures of me doing that. So because of that, I got 4 free passes to the next show. Well, I forgot about those passes. So when the tickets went on pre-sale, I ordered my tickets. So I ended up buying group tickets. And then I had 4 free passes. And I just gave those to friends to meet us up there. Because of that.
That still worked out because you have to bring all your homies to the show. It's pretty fucking dope. It's hard watching wrestling live because I think that TNA event was probably the only one I came as an actual person to watch it because I did event staff like the yellow shirt assholes. They got to walk around watch it. Yeah, but that was the only time I watched. So it was SmackDown, the one where it was the last SmackDown before Randy Orton fought Undertaker.
Okay.
And like Randy jumped shows, and like I totally told on myself like that I'm not watching the fucking crowd. Cause I was just like, oh fuck, it's Randy. But man, Booker T's intro is fucking hot, man. I was nowhere near the goddamn shit.
Yeah, his and Kane's. You can feel Kane's intro from like anywhere in the building.
Fuck all that, cause they're in there. Like they're in ground zero of their fucking pyro every week. It's like, how are your skins still on, man? Jesus Christ. Because Undertaker got fucked by one of his own pyro one time, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He got burned for one of the elimination chambers where the pyro got him in the chest and everything.
Fucked his shit up. He because he's Mark goddamn Calloway. He still wrestled, but I'd have been like, yikes! Could you imagine knife edging that shit, catching that receipt? 5 minutes later, dude, it's like my jaw's dislocated. You hit my chest.
Now it's time to die.
Yeah, you wanted to drive onto his property.
I did.
I didn't want to get killed by the Undertaker.
Just for the story.
It's a story. The story of Chris.
My college roommate lived in like a 1-cow town that the Undertaker lives in. She's like, oh, we all know where the Undertaker lives. Gave me his address, and I told Chris, and he's like, oh, we're driving there now because it's near the gas station.
Yes, near the gas station.
And he's like, look, we could drive in the driveway. I was like, no, I ain't getting killed by the Undertaker.
Coming soon. You know it's all hands. You know it's all hands. He'll show up with the gun so you'll stop moving and then just place the gun on the ground and proceed to beat the shit out of you.
He has a black picket fence. A black picket fence.
Of course he does. Of
course he put down the guns and no, boy, it's time to throw these hands, boy.
It's time to die.
Time to go to court. It's like, oh God. You're in my yard. Like, I am in your yard. No, dude. I want no part of it, man.
The thing was, my roommate was like, oh yeah, we see him all the time. And then my high school friend, we were watching SmackDown when I was in high school, and her mom came and said, oh, that's Mark. Oh, he's a wrestler now. Oh, good for him.
Oh, he's
used
a
to ride
wrestler
motorcycles
now.
with him.
Oh,
my friend's mother used to ride motorcycles.
fucking
I'm
legend.
like-
Like what do you think Mark was doing this whole time? Like Mark has been the Undertaker my entire childhood and life. It was like, oh, he's doing wrestling now. That is insane to hear
Yeah.
that.
She was like, oh, good. He always wanted to do that. I'm like, who are you?
He's just a biker part time.
You know, it'd be funny if it was the clone taker that whole time and they never it was never Mark.
When Doc Gallows.
Doc Gallows.
And this friend was at our wedding too.
That's wild, man.
My friend JC.
I don't remember.
Yeah, y'all didn't meet her.
I didn't meet her. I was too busy stealing your show at your wedding.
Still in the show.
I was too busy stealing the show.
The only reason my mom wished we had a videographer, not because I was getting married, because you were funny.
That's right. Represent.
Did you hear what Gwen just said?
What'd you
Gwen
say?
just said- Gwen was like, "You were funny."
Classic
You're
child.
grounded. You're
This
grounded.
is where we need the soundboard. The
Classic undercutting child.
She's grounded.
Man, nothing humbles you more than your own spawn, man. They make you feel like
I'm going to
idiot.
gambit all your Pokemon cards. I'm going
Nice.
to gambit all your Pokemon cards.
The fact that you said that and she's like upset is the best. You know what I mean? Because like if you do it to any other kid, they'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, you're gonna gambit my what? What? Mom, he wants me to gamble. Like, no, gambit with the
With the cards.
with
They're-
the
yeah.
powers.
You see this Charizard? Yeah, it's going to be on fire now. It's gone.
Nice. She took that personally, and that's dope. I
Oh,
think
she's
that's
rolling
dope.
her eyes at me now. It's okay. I know where you sleep too.
Burner cars.
Burner cards.
Burner cars.
Yeah. Is that a challenge?
Dads find everything. Don't challenge him.
I'm about to say I would quit while I was ahead right now.
Oh, I have Parker's Pokemon cards. They left at Chris's house in my Jeep.
Okay, I'll grab those.
They probably
But
burned
yeah,
already. They're already on fire. What are you talking about?
They're
That's how
already
the fuck they. They're already gone.
I will steal your cards.
Gwen's over here stealing the show.
Yeah, now Gwen's stealing the show.
And she was like, ask them when they're gonna be done.
My pull game is weak. Okay, so
Oh Jesus. Well,
yeah,
Well, sir.
she doesn't get the
on
joke.
that note,
And she doesn't get the joke in that. Okay, but
yeah. Anyways, true to our format, we're at what, an hour and 35 minutes?
yeah, we're in here.
It's all good.
It's all good, but we're having fun though. It's a fun conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we kind of talked about earlier about you kind of jumping in the podcast game at Comic Palooza, new partner and everything.
Yeah.
In there. So out of all the movies that you've watched, what are three that surprise you thinking that it's going to go one way, but it went completely different? Like, what are three that
As far as the movie itself, or how the episode went.
the movie itself?
Definitely Warzone.
Yeah,
That was just awful because I'm watching it like waiting for the horrible part because it's like
Yeah.
you know something was wrong and you thought it was just it'll just be brother sister incest and it's like nah, it's worse.
Yep.
Like, great. Sorry, that's one of the first ones that came to my mind. Wow, hang on. I'm trying to think of the ones that I haven't seen before. Turkish Star Wars.
Okay.
Turkish Star Wars.
Yeah.
was not ready for anything that happened. That one devolved because you just see like ripped off pirated versions of like Star Wars being used, and you're like, this is the worst. And then they play the Indiana Jones theme over and over again throughout the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
And like
Oh, wow.
it's probably like these two space guys that crash on this planet. And they're like, we're just going to train to keep our body strong. And they just tie giant boulders to their arms and legs and just start kicking and punching. And the Indiana Jones theme is playing the whole time. And you're just like, what the fuck am I watching? And then like the movie devolves into basically a guy melts down. Because they can't have lightsabers. It's just a big wooden sword with like lightning designs. And he melts it down. He will be gold. He melts it down into like these gauntlets and boots. And proceeds to beat the shit out of like Muppets Like imagine monsters like all the monsters are like they look like Cookie Monster, like different colors of version of Cookie Monster, and he is like violently murdering them, like decapitating them with his hands, punching through their bodies, kicking them in half, and it's just like, what am I watching, dude? And then you'll see the Death Star out of nowhere, and they're like, yeah, this is Earth. It's like, what? Movie is nuts. What else? Took me by surprise.
The Sixth Sense. What?
We didn't do that one. We didn't do that one. We didn't do that one at all. Man, I'm trying to think of like a really good one. That's a tough question, man.
Aaron always gets them hard-hitting questions.
You know what? You got Go. I never seen the movie Go. And I remember, I remember my constant gripe was like, man, if this was like an all-black cast, this would be a much violent version of the movie. Because like the drug dealer was so nice. That was like the nicest drug dealer I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's like, yeah, leave the chick here. We'll just hang out. Like for real, we'll just hang out. Like, you don't do that. You don't leave her with the fuck are you doing? You don't leave your teenage female friend with a fucking drug lord like that. No, she comes up missing. Sex trade like that. Yeah. But no, they're just hanging out, listening to music and shit. The fuck? It was too nice. Even the chick that got hit by a car, pleasant. That was a pleasant thing that happened to her because she would have got shot 85 times in the head.
Oh God.
Movie shocked the shit out of me. Though. I was just like, this is like if it was like a 50 Cent produced movie, it'd be way different outcome.
No doubt.
Way different outcome. Everyone was nice. Did anybody die? I don't think anybody died in that movie.
It's been so long since I've seen Go. It's been a long time.
I don't think so, man.
I don't think anybody died in a movie that revolved a lot around drugs, man. Everybody was okay. That makes sense.
It was a feel good. It was a feel good drug addled spiral of the year.
A feel good drug dealer movie.
Well, that's what Half Baked is. A feel good drug dealer movie.
But death was around though. Like they were almost killed by Clarence Williams. There was crossbows. Honestly, I feel like if he didn't have like the Charlie's Angels squad of assassins, it wouldn't have been funny. It'd have been terrifying. It would have been terrifying.
It definitely would have been. It definitely would have been. But
yeah, I think you got served was a good surprise because like when it came down to the body count, and it was just like that one kid. Like I remember laughing uncontrollably because it was like the body count was just that one kid, and it just fucked me up so bad. Fucking little saint, and then I remember getting a good hearty laugh because like we joked about it so much, and then it's like, and now for our body count, it's like, oh shit, it's Little Saint. Brutal.
Oh wow. Well, I just want to say thank you for joining us tonight because we're about to hit almost 1:45.
Yeah.
So 45
again.
Goal 45 at 1:45.
True to our quote unquote format.
I should have never suggested it. I'm sorry.
But I just want to thank you for coming on. And if you want to go ahead and plug, all your stuff right now, go ahead and plug it all out.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram at Cult45 Podcast. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube. It's all literally just Google Cult45 Podcast, CULT45 Podcast. Shout out to White Cup Entertainment, who are sponsors. So go to whitecupent.com. Look at their dope ass shit. If you want to buy anything, do it. Put in the promo code Cult45 Podcast. You'll get 20% off your entire purchase. I'm usually on IG for Cult45 Podcast, and Randy's on TikTok. So if you want to like talk to us directly, that's how you do it. Yeah, man. Boss N-words next. After that would be I feel like we earned a Black Exploitation Western after 300 episodes, and we did 300 as of this recording. That was our episode for that. And Don't Breathe will be coming up after Boss N-word, so enjoy those.
Can't wait, man.
We did all the Fridays, all the nightmares.
Yes, you did.
That was a doing both of those.
All the Hellraisers.
Man,
you don't put them through the Hellraiser.
Dude,
stuff.
that's like 17.
I want to get to 3. I want to get to Hellraiser 3, and I want to get to Halloween 3.
Okay, Hellraiser 3 has the Dr. Octopus Cenobite that's in there.
Yeah.
Which one had the DVD player head? Which one was that one, or the CD
that
player?
That was also part 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I want. I want to see how dumb that is. I have to.
It is beyond dumb. It is beyond dumb.
You want a dumb movie that Chris has seen a million times because of me? Spice World, the Spice Girls movie.
Oh boy.
I have it on digital. I digitized it at work.
Don't do it, Brandon. Keep your followers, keep your listeners.
I watched it on the plane going to Disney.
Come on, man.
It has to be involuntary, man. Like, yeah, I love Scary Spice. I'm mad. Why is the hottest one scary? That's hot bullshit.
She's also a baby mama to Eddie Murphy.
I know, right? Lucky bitch.
You just imagine her having to listen to that laugh.
Hey, I heard she likes to party all the time.
Party all the time.
Yeah. No.
Okay,
that was the one. You called it, Aaron. That was the one. That was the one. You called your shot. You called your shot, Aaron, and he did it. Chris did it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And just to kind of follow up with the White Cup Entertainment, I do own one of their shirts. It is pretty comfortable. I got the Houston Screwston Spider-Man shirt. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. No, man, dude, like,
cool.
yeah, all the shirts are great, man. Like, I really, like, they're actually pretty good quality stuff too, man. It was pretty.
Yeah. And honestly, I need to promote one of our new shirts since I did it like 6 weeks ago, and then we never even talked about it on the show. We have a new shirt.
Yeah.
Which basically takes the guy who used to sit front row at every WWE event as a typo negative parody shirt.
Nice.
It's new. It's on our site now.
Nice.
5 shirts deep because that was 6 weeks ago.
Nice.
So we have that. So yeah, go check that out. I'll post a link in our description for this episode. So
I need more money so I can put your shirt design that you gave us like 1 billion years ago. Like I pay out of pocket. I don't do because I want all my money. I want a percentage.
That's a smart way of doing it. But when you broke or you got kids,
yeah,
like what I'm looking at right now, I got to take those commission cuts through T-Public and Redbubble before I can get my own stuff out there.
Yeah, we may concede. I don't know. It's been
But I just want to say thanks again for coming on.
Yeah, man,
it's been a blast, guys. It's been a lot.
I had a lot of fun. So yeah, thanks again for coming on, and we're gonna have to do this again. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. I still can't believe we're in the same pay-per-view together, man. That's nuts.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch that DVD now because I do have that DVD.
I'm looking for you, bro. I'm looking for you. Oh, dude, like send me screenshots, man, because like I have to go through like Daily Motion to see that shit now.
I do too. It's that parental fog that I have. It's just I'll remember it, but then I'll forget it, and then I'll remember it, and then I have to save it to my phone.
Right.
To keep it going.
I'll only put it out here like if I ever make it big, it'll be like a cool trivia question.
That would be awesome.
That would be pretty cool. So again, thanks for joining us on here, and everybody listening, if you made it this far, give yourself a pat on the back.
Yeah.
Finish up that final beer because you've probably gone through a couple pictures, and we'll see you all next time. So until then, later, guys. Just remember, always unfollow, never unfriend.
This has been a Cross the Streams Media Podcast.